Happy Saturday, everybody. We are in Midtown Manhattan on East 51st Street and Park Avenue, or 53rd Street, I should say, at the Seagram building. We're just going to be skating around for a couple hours and then we will call it a day. Hey, what's going on, guys? Soho, yo. We're here at the Seagram building. Just finished doing some work, so we'll skate around for a couple hours and we'll call it a day. We're here on 53rd Street and Park Avenue. Hey, Mallowhawk. Hope you all are having a good Saturday. We're here at the Seagram building in Midtown Manhattan, and we are going to be skating downtown. You work on Saturday? No, I don't, but I just do research on Saturdays. So I'll just read the paper, do some modeling and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful day. It may rain. I will just tell you guys that. Yeah, Mallowhawk, my favorite building in the city. So I come here just to do some reading on the weekends. So today, let's go to the West Side Hell's Kitchen. Is that building your historic? No, the Seagram building is just one of my favorite buildings in Manhattan. And the reason for that is because it is built so far away from the street. So it's built about a city, it's built about, if you take two Manhattan streets and combine them together, it's built that far away from the street. So when you come out, you see an amazing view of Park Avenue. But right across from me, I'm not sure what that building is called, but this is my favorite spot in the city by far. If you Google the Seagram building, you could watch a couple videos on it, and it's just a really beautiful building. I really, really enjoy it. Yeah, Mallowhawk, super beautiful out. There's still some daylight. Absolutely. So this is, we're looking downtown on Park Avenue near Grand Central Station. And at the top right-hand corner of the screen, we'll be able to see the new Vanderbilt building. But it looks like most of these offices are empty, if you guys can see inside of them. At least the first 3 floors. It looks like a lot of businesses and offices moved out. Seagram, I'm not too sure how to spell it, but even if you spell it like that, if you punch it into Google, I guarantee it's gonna pop up. It's on 53rd Street and Park Avenue. But yeah, it's my favorite building in the city. Alright guys, let's head to Hell's Kitchen. We'll see what's going on there, but it may rain. So I'm not sure what we'll do if that happens. We'll figure it out. I was thinking if you know someone who has a dog, you could take the dog for a walk, hang out in a park and stream it. Well, I do have a dog, but my dog is on Long Island. But it is a good idea, for sure. So this building is the BlackRock building. Also, you have Evercore, which is a financial firm and investment bank. You have ICE, which is the International Exchange. And I used to go in this building sometimes during the workday. And here is the BlackRock headquarters. Malahawk, we'd love to meet your dog one day. Yeah, maybe one day when I bring him into the city. Absolutely. ICE, yeah. So I used to have a friend that worked at ICE, and every time we would be talking outside, everybody would give him dirty looks because they thought we were talking about like ICE, like we were going to deport people. But no, that is not a good. Yeah, a Soho guy, yo, you said now. I remember that building. It is historic, I think. It's one of the first of its kind. That's interesting. That I didn't know. But yeah, I really like Park Avenue. It's one of my favorite avenues in the city. But the Seagram building is my favorite by far. So we'll skateboard past Jeffries. This guy has a nice Ferrari. All right, so this is the main Jeffries building. Now we're on Fifth Avenue. Malahawk says, are you into crypto at all? The ICE exchange made me think of stocks, and you seem to be in the business neighborhood. Yes, but I will say the majority of this stuff is worthless. But I do own some Bitcoin and Ethereum that I just hold, and I don't trade it, and I'll just never sell it. Malahawk says, same with me with ETH. Yes, I remember when you could buy Ethereum for $17. Those were the days. Those were the days indeed. So we're coming up on 6th Avenue, which is Avenue of the Americas. And we'll get off the skateboard. This is the main Charles Schwab headquarters. Malahawk says, I certainly did not know about it back then. Hey, Fernando. We're here in Midtown. We're at the Charles Schwab headquarters here. It's a beautiful day. Fernando, hopefully you're having a good weekend. Hope everybody's well. And across the street is the Halal Guys, which is a very famous halal cart. So we'll continue on our way to Hell's Kitchen. Here we're about to pass Neuberger Berman, which is a boutique investment bank. Neuberger Berman, which is right across the street from UBS. Malahawk says, super friends in the city. Congrats on getting an AK interview on your channel. Yes, I saw that. That's cool. Super Friends in the City is an amazing channel. Very entertaining, very fun. A lot of people don't know this, but on 51st Street, if we keep going down here by UBS, you'll see the Mizuho sales and trading desk of Mizuho. It's on the second floor above the Ted's Montana Grill. So Mizuho is right here, and during the day you can see all of the people sitting at the desks with their Bloomberg terminals and CNBC. So pretty interesting. Mizuho is a Japanese investment bank, and I believe their sales and trading, their New York sales and trading headquarters is right here. So during the day, if you walk past here, a lot of people are still working from home, but you could see some of the traders here with the Bloomberg terminals and all that stuff. So it is a Japanese investment bank, and it's right next to UBS and Neuberger Berman, as well as BNP Paribas, which is a French investment bank. Which we're about to pass right now. And 2 years ago, there was actually a helicopter that crashed on top of the BNP Paribas, which was pretty crazy. I remember that day. I was working about 3 blocks away, and a helicopter crashed right here, right on top of the BNP Paribas, right there. I think that was 2 years ago. Could could have been 3, but either 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, Malahawk says a helicopter crash. That's terrible. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So if you Google helicopter crash BNP Paribas Manhattan, you'll see it. And it was during it was either a very windy, rainy or snowy day. But I remember I was working in my office, which is about 4 blocks over, and it crashed right on top of this building, unfortunately. Fernando says that bill with the bunny, the one from Highline Park. Interesting. It's a really nice day out in New York. I think it was, I don't know what made the helicopter crash, but what I think it was just, I think it was like a malfunction with the pilot, where he was flying too low and he couldn't see because it was cloudy. Hey, the Swan. That was a nice place. Wow, the Swan, what did you say? Just got home and tapped in. Nighttime here, and guy threw a pint glass of alcohol earlier at me. Wow. People are unpredictable. Wow, man, that's crazy. The Swan, I hope you're okay. He threw a glass at you? That's ridiculous. That's terrible. Cloudy day will do it. It makes the pilot disoriented. Yeah. Doesn't know which way is up or down. Yeah, Malahawk. So if you saw the article, was it 2 or 3 years ago? Because I'm losing track of time here, but I remember I was at work. So now we are headed towards Hell's Kitchen. The crash was in 2019. Got it. Malahawk, you're figuring out where you're going to be traveling this summer. I like Miami a lot. That's where I want to live. So I'll take you guys to DeWitt Clinton Park. And this is a park I actually we used to have soccer practices here as well when I was in college. So every other day we'd practice here. And then the other days we'd practice on 103rd Street and Riverside Drive. The article looks like it could be from mechanical failure, and the pilot likely tried to land on top of the building to spare the people on the ground. Wow. That's crazy. So now we're in Hell's Kitchen. Very nice area, Manhattan. Riverside Highway, which is 10th Avenue. And this is near where I went to school, by John Jay College. Hey, the Swan. So now we're at DeWitt Clinton Park, which is on West 52nd Street and 11th Avenue. This is a pretty nice park where people play soccer, baseball. So we'll go here and check it out. Malahawk says, I would love to try to bike around New York City streets, but I know you have been an experienced bike rider, skateboarder. Let's do this, not a typical rider. Not really. I think it's pretty safe. New York City has a lot of bike lanes. So, I mean, in my opinion, I think it's pretty safe. I don't want to mispronounce the name, but Katja Brutus. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. We're at DeWitt Clinton Park on West 52nd Street and 11th Avenue. This is where I used to practice. Yes, I used to play soccer. I played soccer in college here in New York City. And this is one of the fields we would practice on. DeWitt Clinton, and it looks like they redid the AstroTurf here. It looks really nice. Malahawk says, okay, then maybe I'll try riding next time in New York City because I walked everywhere before. I like seeing the city versus using the train. Absolutely. I would not take the subway when you could ride a bike. And I think you could see a lot more things in a different way on a bike. So this is DeWitt Clinton soccer field. It looks a lot different from the last time I was here. So we'll continue on. Yeah, the Swan, the buildings are great. Fernando, you're going to Miami. That's awesome. Fernando, I want to buy a place in Miami. Miami is one of my favorite locations on earth. What did you study in college? I studied economics, forensic accounting, and criminal justice in college. I went to a college right here, a couple blocks up. We'll go past it. John Jay College. The Swan, you can see the Empire State Building from here. So the Empire State Building is right here. So we're now by the Mercedes-Benz building. We're leaving DeWitt Clinton Park, where a lot of people play baseball, soccer. And this is a pretty cool building where on the roof in the summers, they usually have fashion shows on the roof here. 2 years ago, I went to a fashion show on the roof of this building, and it was pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. Building, or Audi, some say. The Swan says, I grew up with a female who went to NYC and is brought in where there's murders. Interesting. Malahawk says, fashion show on the roof sounds fun. It was really unique. There's a lot of creative people in this city. And right here is where I went to college, in this big high-rise building here. On 58th Street and 11th Avenue. So this is the building where I went to school. Malahawk says, what's one of your favorite memories at John Jay College? Definitely playing soccer, traveling all over the country. and the diversity of the students here. We had students from all over the world. So my soccer team had kids from Guyana, Guatemala, Australia, Singapore. We had 2 kids from China. We had a kid from Ghana and Kenya and Jamaica. So very diverse. You get to learn about everybody's different backgrounds and cultures. So it was really interesting from a kid being from Long Island, only hanging out with Italian and Irish people, to hanging out with everybody from many different backgrounds. So I would say that would be my favorite thing by far. And this building here, they just finished building, which is very interesting. It has a very unique design. Yeah, these buildings have really nice balconies, and you have a really nice view of the Empire State Building. Even on the roof of my college, if you guys want to Google John Jay College Jaywalk, there's a big outdoor area where you can sit, and it's all grass on the roof, and you can sit and hang out. That's really nice. Yeah, it was a really good experience. It was awesome. Malahawk says very diverse, very cool, can learn so much. Absolutely. The Swan says, do the Italians and Irish hang out there a lot? So sometimes, but on Long Island there's a very big Irish-Italian community. And we have 10 people watching the stream. Wow. So welcome everybody to the stream. It's good to have you here. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. Is your job related to your major? No. So I originally wanted to go into investment banking, work at the investment bank in either mergers and acquisitions or sales and trading. But then I went into tech, and I work in software sales. Malahawk says, when you were growing up in Long Island, did you take trips to New York City a lot? Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. All the time. So the Swan, you like a lot of the buildings and the architecture. I think you're really going to enjoy this one because this one's very unique. They just finished construction of this one, and it is these are luxury apartment complexes. Yeah, the Swan, New York City's huge. I mean, and I've only been doing live streams in Manhattan. You know, there's all other boroughs that you could explore and live in, and it's a really nice sunset tonight too. beautiful out tonight, guys. Look at this building. Imagine living in that. So unique. Yeah, the luxury apartments look dope. I just imagine the views. Can you imagine the views in some of these buildings? Talk about breathtaking. And so when I was in college, all of this was under construction. So this is the first time I'm seeing this right along with you guys too. Because 10th Avenue used to look a lot different. It didn't used to be nice like this at all. This is really beautiful. And this is the West Side Highway. So you can see the Hudson River. The Swan says, I don't think I could live that high up. Keja Brutu says, I can only imagine the rent. Yeah, so that's an interesting question. So the rents in Manhattan for a lot of these luxury apartment buildings are actually substantially lower now due to the coronavirus. So you could probably get a really, really nice deal. And it's a very quiet neighborhood too. These are all luxury apartments overlooking the West Side Highway. Mallowhawk says, I'd want a room facing the river. I think I would too, because the sunset would look beautiful. So this is the West Side Highway. I don't know how good the sunset comes out on the stream, but it is beautiful tonight. The sunset's really, really good. God bless you.
It's you, he's barking at you.
No, he's barking at you.
Oh,
That's nice, lady. But yeah, the view is beautiful from here. The Swan says I would want a room on ground level. Interesting. I think I would want a room a little bit higher up to see a view. And everybody's outdoor dining. I've never seen any of these restaurants. Because like I said, when I was in college, all of this stuff was under construction. So, really, really nice area here. Really, really beautiful. Oh, look at this park. This is Riverside Park South. We'll take a little loop around. The sunset looks really beautiful with the flowers here. These flowers look really, really nice. I like the purple. I like the purple a lot. And we have 13 people watching the stream. So welcome guys to the stream. If you like these skateboarding live streams, feel free to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. So this is actually a good place to look at the luxury apartments from this side, because you could sort of see what the balconies look like and where you would be overlooking for your view. So you would have a really, really nice view of New Jersey and the Hudson River. Fernando says hello to all. Absolutely. Hello, everybody. The Swan says, elderly man some years ago sold his home here after his wife died, and Customs took his German Shepherd to live in a high-rise building. Wow. Interesting. This is a really nice area. I'm glad I came over here today, guys. This is a really nice place to skateboard around. And now we have a really nice view of the Hudson River overlooking the West Side Highway here. Sean R, welcome to the stream. Sean says, Fernando, will you be in Times Square tonight? I'm curious about that too. Fernando, are you going to do another stream in Times Square? I was watching the one last night. I couldn't watch the entire thing because it was like 1:30 in the morning and it was getting a little late, but so I'm curious, Fernando, will you be going live tonight as well? It's a good question. It's a really beautiful night here, guys. West side of Manhattan. Cage says, you guys should go to the new park. So I think I need a ticket to go to that park. I may go next weekend, but I need to get a ticket. Malahawk says, I love how you can find so many lush green, beautiful parks and gardens around the city. Absolutely. Fernando says, are you coming to my window? I may take a trip up there. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I may just take a trip to Hell's Kitchen and then call it a night. Sean says, yes, can't wait to see Fernando. Absolutely, I agree too. I agree. And this is the park as well under the bridge. Sean says, I'm subscribing to this channel too. There's like a whole community of NYC vloggers. Oh, thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. Yeah, so Sean, I usually don't post skateboarding videos around the city, but I try to go live maybe 3 times a week just to sort of skateboard around. Hollow Yarwitz is excellent. Hollow, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. We are on the West Side Highway looking at the new apartment buildings overlooking the West Side Highway. Leah, hi Wall Street, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. I'm having a good weekend. I was doing some work today and then taking a break and just skateboarding around, so I thought I'd do a live stream. So happy to have you here. Oh, Fernando, you're only going live for like an hour and a half? Okay. Fernando, what were they shooting in Times Square last night? And there was a big movie setup. I just didn't ask what they were shooting. Wow, I really... Hey, Cosmo. Fernando says they're filming a Disney movie. Okay. The Swan says, wasn't expecting you to be here tonight. Swan, are you referring to me? So for some reason, the stream last night, it still says it's processing, so it didn't post yet. But I got a bunch of copyright infringement things on the stream, but I don't monetize the channel, so I don't know how they could copyright. So I don't know if that'll ever be up, but we'll see. Well, this place looks great. I've never been here before. We'll check it out. Wow, the sunset looks great. This place looks really nice. Wow. The Swan talking to you, skateboarder. Yeah, I got a bunch of copyright stuff, so I don't know if it'll let me upload it. I don't know. Cosmos says, wow, this is bringing back memories. I watched the sunset here a few years ago. Yeah, this place looks really nice. And all the way up here, you could see the George Washington Bridge, which is right here. But this park is great. Reg Life, seen this on Fernando's community post, so I subbed. Oh, Reg Life, I think I've seen some of your stuff as well. I believe I'm subscribed to your channel as well, so happy to have you here. Good to see you on the stream, and hopefully you're having a good weekend. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. So we're skateboarding around the Upper West Side. We're gonna go to Hell's Kitchen. But I'll show you guys, I have to change out my wheels because they're all charred up from the gravel. So I gotta change out the wheels, but I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, Fernando, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing the stream. This one says, wow, what a compliment to George Washington Bridge and a statue. Yeah, George Washington Bridge is right here. Sean, yes, this is beautiful. I've actually never been here before, but we are on the Upper West Side of Manhattan overlooking New Jersey. It's a really peaceful night tonight. Could you imagine living in one of these apartments, like what the view and the sunset would be like every night? That would be really amazing. Cosmo says, there's even a city named after him, yep. Cage says, picture perfect, yep. It's a really nice area. I may come here more often just to read and hang out. The Swan says, Cosmo, how deaf can I get? Of course, Washington, D.C. Right. You know what? I think this is actually the view of Fernando's window, maybe. Sean says, what kind of books do you like to read? Mainly like old history, like finance books. Just kind of boring stuff. And just like read the paper. So the book I'm reading now is by Aswat Damodaran, and he's actually a finance professor at New York University, and he's considered like the dean of valuation. So I'm reading an interesting book by him, Damodaran. So if you just YouTube or Google Damodaran finance, you could watch some of his classes for free online, and you could view some of his literature and things like that. Says, I know, Fernando, I got to figure out what I want to do in terms of the videos. I think I've seen some of you. I think I'm subscribed to your channel. Let me check. I think I am. I think I've seen a lot of your videos, actually. Yeah, I am. All right, guys, let's head back. So if you guys are big readers and you're in New York City, the place you have to go to is called East Village Books. And this is a place where there's all used old classic books, novels, fiction, nonfiction. So it's a really, really good place. And the stuff is very cheap and very affordable too. Hey Destiny, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. We are looking at the sunset here on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, looking at New Jersey. The Swan says, I was a bookworm for years, lost it when I fell into addiction. Well, the Swan, that's all right. You know, everybody makes mistakes, dude. Who cares? You can get back on your feet. No worries, my friend. Look at how cool this looks with all the things in the water. All right, let's see how I can get off this path. This is a really beautiful area of the city. I've never been here before. Wow, we have 16 people watching the stream. Hope everybody's having a good weekend and enjoying the sunset overlooking New Jersey. The Parks Department really did a good job here. Fernando says we're looking at the same sunset. Yeah, I thought so. So Fernando's window, I believe, is looking in the same direction, which is really interesting. Wow, this thing is cool. So we're skateboarding over the water, actually. Wow. This is really cool. So they built a walking path on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Yes, and we have 16 viewers. So welcome everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying the sunset. If you want to see more of these skateboarding videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And let's continue to head towards, we're gonna go to Hell's Kitchen tonight. Take a look at all the geese. Yeah, the Swan says, look at the amount of people out and about there, chilled. Yeah, everybody's having a good weekend. So if we look straight down, you could see the new buildings at the Hudson Yards. And Lupe says, would you go swimming in that? Personally, no. I think the water is pretty dirty. But the sunset looks amazing here on the Upper West Side overlooking New Jersey. All right, Fernando, we'll see you later. Yeah, are these ducks, geese? Something like that. Fernando says, Wall Street's skate bro. Galaxy Towers, 3 towers are in front of me. Let me see. Ah. It is a beautiful view. Really, really nice out tonight. And there's so many people out here too, biking, walking. So we'll continue to skateboard down. There's a Doge. The Swan, let's see what the Swan says. Hold on. The Swanses was feeding 2 ducks and 13 ducklings this time last year. 16 swans and 9 cats. Leah says, I love skate. Yeah, skateboarding is really fun. Sean R says, I wish I was there. Sean, come to New York and you could visit this spot on the Upper West Side. Manhattan. I think this guy's feeding the swans or the ducks. Sean says, I live in New York, an hour away from the city. Oh, awesome, man. So I take it you either live in Long Island or upstate. Upstate New York's beautiful. I used to go to Ossining. I think that's how you pronounce it, Ossining or Ossining. Sean, Long Island. I'm from Long Island too. I'm from Massapequa. We have Gerald here. What's up, Gerald? Good to see your stream. Good to have you here. Good evening, Gerald. Hope you're having a good weekend. We were just looking at the sunset on the Upper West Side at the park. Sean says, you're closer to the city than me. Yeah. I live in Manhattan now. But the Swan says, skateboarder, do people in general pay rent for their premises in New York City? Yeah, the majority of the people here pay rent. So we're on the West Side Highway bike path. We'll cross over now. Leah's skateboarding, yeah. Gerald's here on the stream. Let's see what Gerald has to say. Gerald says the lighting there at this time of day looks amazing. Your camera captures it so well. Yeah, the city lights are beautiful. I'm glad it's coming out good on the stream, because usually on the stream I could only shoot in 1080p. I cannot film in 4K. Alright, so let's skateboard through Hell's Kitchen. Right, and now we're back to DeWitt Clinton Park, where we just toured about an hour ago when we started the stream. This one says Twilight Zone. New York City, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. You just missed the sunset. We were at the park on Riverside Drive watching the sunset. Good to have you on the stream. All right, now we're on 10th Avenue, on 57th Street, 52nd, I should say. Where do people get their gas in New York City? So there's a couple gas stations here. Maybe we'll skate by one. I'll show you. But mainly on 10th and 11th Avenue, and there's some on the east side as well. So I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the Jacob Javits Center, but there are a lot by the Jacob Javits Center. All right, so we're here in Hell's Kitchen. Now, 9th Avenue is almost impossible to skate down. There's just so much junk, potholes in the road. there's so many people. Hey Lisette. Lisette says, hey, I'm new here. What's your name? If you don't mind me asking. Well, welcome to the stream. My name is Tom. Good to have you here on the stream. Good to see you, and hopefully you're having a good weekend. Lupe. When does the temperature in New York City start getting hot? It's hot as hell tonight. It's like 80, probably like 85 degrees and humid. So it's nice out. I like it hot. I'd rather have it hot than cold. But it's a really nice weekend. Really nice weekend. Hey Felix, how are you? Felix, I hope you're having a good weekend, my friend. Felix, you missed the sunset. We were skateboarding on Riverside Drive in the park. We were watching the sunset overlooking New Jersey. But Felix, welcome to have you on the stream. Happy Saturday. So I just got to be careful skateboarding here. There's tons of people. We are 52nd Street and Broadway. Welcome to everybody watching the stream. Good to have you here. We're headed towards Times Square, skateboarding down Broadway. Felix says, happy Saturday to you too and everybody. Absolutely. Leah says, hi Felix. NYC says Fernando will be there soon, if not already. Nice. I'm not gonna stick around Times Square. I'm just gonna go through it. I don't really like Times Square. Wow, look at this new electronic board. It looks crazy. Hey, the Wall Street Journal for the Wall Street Skate Road. Wow, it's so, look at all the traffic we're about to skate through. bike lane. We're finally out of Times Square. Yeah, Times Square is hectic. I don't really like going to Times Square. Felix, you know every corner of Times Square, yeah? Alright, let's skateboard through Koreatown. Koreatown is my favorite spot in the city. And if you guys look to the left, you're going to see a really nice view of the Empire State Building. Good night, everyone. Have a good one. See ya. There's a lot of people out tonight. What's up, man? What's up, bro? Got some other skaters here. Hey, Lisette. Lisette says summer's here early in New York. Absolutely. It's really busy tonight, so we're headed to Koreatown. And it's pretty busy. Okay. So we're here on 32nd Street and Korea Way, and we will take a ride through Koreatown. Kate just says, wow, it's busy. Yeah, it's very busy tonight. Well, that's good. It means people are coming back to the city. So on the right is I've said it a bunch of times, but it's my favorite grocery store, H Mart. Really nice out tonight. Everybody's eating outside. Wow, look at this car. This car is really sick. Rob, how are you?
Come on. You already heard it. As we proceed.
Rob, welcome to the stream.
Saturday night. Let's do it.
We're here in Koreatown. Good to have you here on the stream, Rob. I don't think I've seen you before, so hopefully you're having a good weekend. Yeah, Felix, that was a unique color. So there's a really good Korean restaurant over here. It's called Take 31. And it's probably my favorite Korean restaurant in the city. The Swan says green is the most dangerous color for a car. I've never heard of that, but that's interesting. I thought it was red. Like you get pulled over the most by police officers if it's red. Swan says, I don't know how I stay so still while skating. So I have the camera attached to like a holder, so maybe that helps. People are going the wrong way in the bike lane, but that's all right. Going the wrong way in the bike lane, but that's all right. All right, so we're here on East 23rd Street. You can see the Empire State Building. Kate just says, hey, you make this look easy. Look, if you come to New York, the bike lanes are pretty good, so I think you'll be safe, 100%. All right, we've been streaming for about an hour and 37 minutes. We'll end it right at the 2-hour mark, because I do have to get some work done. The Swan says he's so observant to everything around him, filming and watching the chat, answering. What concentration? Yeah, I think it's just about keeping your head on a swivel and being safe. But thank you for everybody watching the stream. If you want to see more of these videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel where we skateboard around the city and we have a good time. Head on a swivel, yep. Well, this is a nice street. And this is a very nice view of the Empire State Building here on East 16th Street. And we'll continue on our journey downtown. Oh, look at this place. This place looks amazing. We'll go down this street. This place looks really beautiful. Swan says Empire State Building equals signpost equals know where you are. Absolutely. I would agree with that. Pretty soon the Swan's gonna know his way around the city better than me. So we're at 14th Street, Union Square. We'll take a lap around Union Square, but I really don't like to. But we'll do it anyway. It smells like marijuana here. right, so we're coming up on St. Mark's Place. We're now in the East Village. St. Mark's Place. So we're in the East Village of Manhattan, and we're coming right up on the 2-hour mark, so we're gonna end the stream soon, but I appreciate everybody coming. So we're coming up on one of my favorite streets. Everybody is dining. And this is where the East Village bookstore is, that I was talking about on previous streams. And it's right here. It's right here in this East Village Books. Yeah, the Swan says, well done, skateboarder. Another great, free and easy night. That's how we like it. We don't like any craziness. We just like to hang out, skateboard around. I really want to go into the bookstore, but there's not good service, so I don't think you guys are going to be able to see much. KJ, they close the street during the night? Yes. So on the weekends, they close the streets so the restaurants can attract more people for outdoor dining. Juan. Just go in, we'll be okay for a few minutes. Well, I'll skate down to the end of the street and then we'll call it a night. There's a lot of people out tonight. It looks like there's a DJ here. This kind of looks cool. Ibrahim, what's going on? Happy Saturday, Ibrahim. Hope you're well. We were skateboarding from the Upper West Side of Manhattan. We watched the sunset overlooking New Jersey. And now we are on the East Village. We're at St. Mark's Place in New York City. Felix, I really chill watching your stream, Skate Bro. Oh, well, thank you, Felix. That's what the streams are about, to show people that New York is coming back. Hopefully, this will attract more people to New York, and we're all just trying to have a good time. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying the stream. That makes me really happy. Ibrahim, your stressful week is over. It's good. Glad to have you on the stream. Hopefully this will help you relax a little bit. My week was a little bit stressful too, but now we're having a good time skateboarding around, hanging out with some people. Ibrahim, you said my week will hopefully be good next week. I'm sure it will, Ibrahim. Don't worry about it, my friend. Alright guys, so we're approaching the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna end the stream here, but I just want to say thank you for joining. I hope everybody has a very safe and happy weekend, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Make sure to just subscribe to the channel so it'll notify you when I go live next. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Have a good weekend. Bye guys.